You just using the restroom, were you?
Something like that.
Saw you standing there behind your heater like you were going to the bathroom. You do know the left-hand side of a combine's the ladies, though, eh?
I do now.
FSG thinks that I'm going crazy about horses disappearing. Look at him. That's how excited he gets about harvest.
Well, Args, that was a nice break from the farm.
It was good to get away for a little bit, take a little bit of R&R. It's a bit of fun, but I'll tell you what, I much prefer the farming than riding around on those stupid quads.
Exactly. It's terrible content as well. I'm not sure how anybody would want to watch stuff like that.
That's a very good point. It's a farming game. We better get back to some farming.
Let's do it.
Alright. By the way, you're in the tent, I'm in the camper. I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, I kind of worked that out already.
Sleep well, mate.
Yeah, I will.
Hello everyone, Argsy here. Welcome back to West Texas. We've taken a day off from the farm. We have managed to get out here, get the tents, get the quads, ride a horse, just have a little bit of fun. But farm week awaits, so in the morning we'll be packing up and shipping back down to the yard, hopefully to start on some Triticale. So I'm going to go have a bit of a sleep. I have dibs the camper up the hill. FarmSim Guy's got the tent, so I hope he sleeps alright. Might mean we have to do a little bit of extra work tomorrow, but we'll jump in here. Here was our door, and we'll catch you in the morning. Morning, mate. How you doing?
Hey, Args. All good, all good.
It's good to enjoy the camping trip.
Yeah, it was nice. Nice break. Nice break.
Good, good. But time to get the harvest show on the road.
Yes, indeed. It looks like we've got a perfect day for it, so...
Does look good. Does look good. I've got the combines in. They've all been serviced and that ahead of the start, so we're all good to go.
Excellent. Well, I guess we'll get the combines hooked up. I'll go and get a auger wagon as well, and
Yeah.
I suppose maybe we don't need it actually. We could just use it straight into the truck because there's roads down there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a good road network. We could do it straight into the truck.
Yeah, let's do that. Make it
Alright.
easy for ourselves.
Why not? Right. Well, I must admit to being a little bit excited to being back in the combines. It's always a fun time of the year to start harvest. And we are starting off with our Triticale. So the 3 fields in here. If you remember, we planted these in autumn. So they've grown through the winter, and here we are in the middle of summer, ready to start harvest. So they're a little bit advanced on our other crops. but it is good to be able to make a start. Now I'm going to head right up to the top end here. You'll see FSG's already pulled the truck out and parked it up the top there. There's a bit more room to try and get these headers all connected and ready to go. Last time we tried to do it in the track down there, just back down past that pumping station, and it wasn't too successful, but looks like we've got plenty of space here, so I'm going to go ahead and get this hooked up, and then, I mean, it doesn't matter which field we make a start on. He's parked over on that one, so we may as well start doing those ones and see how we get on. Now we are going to have to sell the Triticale straight away. We did look at adding it into the silo complex. Obviously it's not one of the standard fruits that you normally harvest, but to no success for that yet, so something to look into a little bit further, a little bit later on. But I'm just going to start in here. I'll take a little bit of a headland off this field, do a double end, and get started on it. And we're rolling. First harvest underway, and I think the bit of time we spent in here in the shed on the combine and the header has proven to be valuable. We're making a good start. Not sure whether we're going to bale the straw or collect the straw at this stage. I am just going to leave it there as a swath. Can obviously, if we choose not to, plough it under, but we might keep it. We could use it for the TMR. And we've got the big shed over there, so if we could bale it up and collect it, put it all in the shed. What I'm going to be, I reckon I'm going to get down and across this headland and turn around and back and just about be full. We're 30% there already. These 60-foot headers, to be honest, probably a little bit larger than what we need on this map. None of the fields are too excessively large, but it's nice to be using them all the same. Alright, we've just taken a double headland pass off there. FSG did one, I did the other. We got to 54%, so I just ran back and emptied out into the truck. We're going to run along the edge here. I will set up some GPS courses and make them shared so FSG can access it as well. I am mindful now though that having got that full going just across the headlands, we might need to consider bringing the grain cart out and having it at one end of the field and the truck at the other. So we'll see how we go, see how full we get going down this one direction. This GPS course created, we'll just go in here and save it for FSG. Argsy to FSG.
Go ahead, mate.
I'm already well over 50%, so what I might do is go and grab the grain cart, park that up at one end and the truck at the other, and we can unload each end.
That sounds like a good call, mate.
Good yield and crop though.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It is, it is. Alright, so there we go. We will open up this end of the field. We'll go get the grain cart. Obviously, we are not going to get down and back without having to unload. So, grain cart at one end, truck at the other. And then I'm assuming at some stage we'll have to empty the grain cart into the truck and run some product down to one of the co-ops or sell points. Not sure where's the best option at the moment. I'll tell you what, if Triticale's going to yield like this, it might just be a crop we just plant everywhere. We just plant the whole farm in Triticale. It's fantastic. So we've gone and got the 8RX with the Demco grain cart. We'll get this in here and get a combine unloaded. Once we've done that, we should be able to take a headland pass off at this end, and that will open up the field nice and neatly to be able to carry on. That's the FSG just on his way down there as well, so no doubt he will need an empty out. There we go, FSG has started along the headland and didn't get very far before he was full, so we'll get him emptied out. Then I'm guessing we'll leave him to finish the headland passes off and we can start again on some up and down rows. So I think we'll jump into a nice little montage in this field. We'll get some great looking shots of the X9s hard at work. Just running the last pass in this field. FarmSim Guy looks like he's over at the truck on the other side, getting unloaded. The grain cart is full, and we should make it to the end though. We're not taking a full header width. That's been a bit of a problem though on these last couple of rows. A full header, and we actually couldn't do a full row. Good problem to have though when your crops are yielding well. We've already sold, I think, 2 loads and made about 110 grand, so not too bad at all. Not sure what quite happened there with not being able to dump that little bit of straw. Never mind. We'll just carry on down to the end, get this finished, and then we'll be able to jump across the track and into the other field.
It's running well, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, we cannot complain about how well that's yielding.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
It is, it's good.
You said before, we need a helper.
Just about. Just about a grain cart driver would actually make things much better. You can jump into this next field now?
Yeah, I was going to say if we both run some headlands and then we can hopefully get maybe at least up or down or both without having to cut out of rows.
Yeah, I think so. I think this field's a little bit smaller, so... Alright, I'll do a couple of headlands on the end near the yard if you want to do the other end.
Sounds good. I'll run the truck up to the top as well.
Champion. Alright. Just cutting here into the next field, or the last field of our Triticale. So as we said, we'll run a headland off each end, or a double headland off at each end, and hopefully that will shorten the up and down rows that we can, ideally, we'd be able to get from one end down and back without having to unload. So we'll see how it goes. But I think we've just put together a wonderful looking montage of the first 2 fields, so I'm going to throw this field onto a bit of a time lapse. Might be a little bit of jumping around between the grain cart and the truck, but we'll see how things go, and we'll catch up with you when it's all finished.
Pretty
So this will be my last pass. We're just running up along now. Some guy is coming along there picking up that last little section, and we will be all done with our Triticale harvest. So that's gone it's gone pretty smoothly. We had to take a few extra headlands off just so that we were able to make sure we could get up and back in one go without having to unload, which has made things a lot easier. But there we go, we'll get the header turned off, pop our auger out, and go and see how much more space there is in this truck. We'll probably have to run this down to the sell point and see what FSG's got in the grain cart. I imagine he's probably actually quite full because I think he's emptied into it twice already. So we'll go just take a look in the truck. Well, there we go, almost 92% already. So we'll get that started up. We'll, I think we can probably just sneak out of here over the grass rather than running the whole way back around the other side of the field. So just as soon as we're full, we'll take it down to the silos you can see down there just in the distance. Alright, get the cover on a little bit early, the animation hadn't quite finished. There we go, let's sneak out here and go and see what we'll get for this. Probably another 55 grand, I would imagine. And indeed it is another $55,000 there. So we've done reasonably well out of the Triticale. Still another, probably almost close to another truckload to come down here. Won't quite be. The grain cart is about half, and whatever's left in the two combines. We had another 75% actually down there, which actually surprised me. I didn't think we could fit that much, or hold quite that much in the grain cart and the hoppers and the combines. So we should wait until see what it ticks over at. Probably another $40,000 or so. 42,000. I think it takes our grand total all up to about 322,000 or so. I think we had 19,000 to start with before we started harvesting today. So those three fields, we learnt that last season. Triticale is a great cash crop. Take into account all the straw we've got too, and it's certainly helping keep the bank account in a nice healthy looking balance.
Great job, mate.
Certainly was. What did I figure out? $322,000 income, I think.
Well, that is not to be sniffed at, is it?
No, not at all. Question now is though, do we pay off the loan we have or do we use it to buy something else?
I don't think it's a hasty decision we need to jump into straight away, is it?
Oh, it's not you. It's not your house the bank's holding as collateral.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Of course you did.
Yeah, well, I'll have to defer to you on that one then.
Yeah, right.
I don't think we need it. We don't need any new kit particularly at the moment, do we?
Not particularly, no. More animals.
Just have to, yeah, make sure they're well fed.
Indeed.
Well, I think we've done enough to put our feet up for a little bit now, haven't we?
I think so. I think we can go and take a bit of a break. Think about what we're going to do next time.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, mate.
Thanks, mate. That was a really enjoyable episode.
Indeed it was. You take care and I'll catch you again soon.
We'll see you soon, mate. Bye-bye.
All right, ciao. All right, and there we go. Everything packed away after a successful harvest. In fact, a very successful harvest, $322,000. Not to be sniffed at, considering I think we figured out the soybeans we took off just that one field last time might have netted us maybe 20 grand. We haven't even sold them yet. They're still sitting in a silo though, so very, very good. So I do hope you have all enjoyed that. That's the FarmSim Guy. I have been Argsy. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.